Coming out, number 6, Caged Tiger is first to appear in the yellow blinkers. Catherine Shirley is in the saddle in the yellow colours with the black seams. Catherine, who runs a livery yard just outside Towcester, and particular thanks to the owners of Caged Tiger, who've provided a replacement horse after Catherine's intended mount was unable to make it. Number 8 is All the Fashion for Thomas Williams. Thomas in the blue with the yellow triple diamond, studying at Loughborough University, and rides out for Vi Jordan. Will Kennedy has been his mentor for this race. Number 7 is Jacarado for Darren Swanton. Darren associated with the Robin Dickin yard, for whom, of course, Jacarado has run with such credit down the years, normally at Towcester. Jacarado is followed to post by Silver Steel. Silver Steel in the blue colours with the red chevrons on the sleeves for Jessica Oliver, who works for trainer Richard Ford. Next out is number 2, Art Broker for Lucinda Claxton, or Lucy Claxton. Runs an event management business. Henry Daly trains Art Broker in the purple colours with the orange spots. And amongst the last few to arrive down at the start, Supreme Elite for Rebecca Schofield. The colours being blue with the pink diamond. White with the maroon cross belts, the Noble Roman for Debbie Barrett, who hunts with the North Cotswold. Horses trained from the kennels there. She wanted to do this because she herself has had cause to use the air ambulance, so is no doubt the most appropriate rider in this race, and the charitable fundraising efforts, all of them deserve great praise. And number 3, Sambolando for Isabel Dartnell, who's PA at RH Bloodstock. She has a vested interest in the forthcoming Cheltenham Festival, having been involved in the purchase of Vendor, who's one of the favourites, the Alan King trained horse for the Fred Winter at the Cheltenham Festival. Hardly really time to do enough justice to all of them, who come from very different backgrounds, and all of whom are about to get a very great thrill about competing in a race over a mile and a half. So we wish them all safe passage and good luck. And just to repeat that obviously the Warwickshire and Northamptonshire Air Ambulance, with that superb response time, could be required by any of us, and as a consequence a very worthy cause to be providing funds for. So if you've had a good day here, maybe you can consider making a donation. Voluntary, always required to keep the ambulance in the air. So we've got 8 runners. They're down at the start. A mile and a half is the trip, as I say, various riding backgrounds, etc., but nonetheless some achievement to get round a mile and a half contest. They'll be given their instructions at the start. It will be a flag start, and they'll obviously be going through where the hurdles course was this afternoon, the hurdles being taken out. And looks as if the starter is on his way over to gather his flag, and so instructions being given to ensure that all of them get off to a fair start. And it looks as if we're off and racing, with All the Fashion and Thomas Williams amongst those that show the way, with Silver Steel handy for Jessica Oliver. Old Jacarado for Darren Swanton. On the outside, Lucy Claxton taking closer order on Art Broker as well. They're pretty well grouped early. White with the purple cross belts, maroon cross belts, Derry Barrett aboard the Noble Roman. The grey is Sambolando for Isabel Dartnell in pretty close touch, and also in close touch is Supreme Elite. A couple of lengths back to Caged Tiger for Catherine Shirley early on. So they've raced a couple of furlongs or so. They're pretty tightly grouped. Lucy Claxton moving up on Art Broker to dispute the lead with Silver Steel and Jessica Oliver. Ladies to the fore early on. Jacarado in third for Darren Swanton. In fourth place, Supreme Elite up the rails for Rebecca Schofield. On the inside of All the Fashion and Thomas Williams. The grey is Sambolando, Isabel Dartnell, and the last 2, the Noble Roman for Debbie Barrett, and out a little wider on the course, Caged Tiger for Catherine Shirley. This, the descent, in theory the easiest part for the horse, quite often the hardest part for an inexperienced rider. As the pace increases, Art Broker on the outside of Silver Steel, so still Lucy Claxton currently out in front disputing the running, with on the inside Silver Steel, who's always been up there for Jessica Oliver. Rides out for Richard Ford. In third place, Supreme Elite hugged the fence for Rebecca Schofield and has moved through now into third place. In fourth, we have Sambolando making a bit of ground. The grey, old Jacarado, who's used to going 3 miles round Towcester, just slightly outpaced and forcing Darren Swanton to niggle along. Then All the Fashion for Thomas Williams. Caged Tiger towards the outside, and then the Noble Roman for Debbie Barrett. So they're racing down the back straight. Front group of 4 are just pulling away. Art Broker on the outside of Silver Steel. In third place is Supreme Elite, and making smooth progress is the grey Sambolando for Isabel Dartnell. Into 5th place goes All the Fashion. Cage Tiger's got alongside Jackarado, and the Noble Roman is at the rear of the field. So preparing now to leave the back straight, and still out in front, Art Broker disputing the lead with Silver Steel. Now the grey Sambolando has moved through into 3rd place. So half a mile to travel. Art Broker, Lucy Claxton on the outside of Silver Steel, Jessica Oliver. These two have always been well to the fore. Isabel Dartnell on Sambolando is still about 4 lengths off them as they prepare to take the turn. In 4th place, Supreme Elite for Rebecca Schofield, and now it's Silver Steel who's moved on for Jessica Oliver and shows ahead of Art Broker by a couple of lengths. Sambolando, the grey, beginning now to throw down a challenge for Isabel Dartnell, and they remain clear of the others, with All the Fashion running on well for Thomas Williams. Art Broker back alongside Silver Steel, and Sambolando a furlong to travel, and 3 of them just about in line. Art Broker, Lucy Claxton, Purple Jacket the centre, the grey Sambolando, Isabel Dartnell, Silver Steel, Jessica Oliver on the far side, and once again, these two always been up there, producing a fantastic finish. Art Broker and Lucy Claxton narrowly in front from Silver Steel. A great finish. Lucy Claxton and Art Broker, I think, just won it from Silver Steel and Jessica Oliver. Sambolando, Isabel Dartnell over in 3rd. Cage Tiger ran on for Catherine Shirley in 4th. All the Fashion for Thomas Williams next. Jackarado across the line in 6th for Darren Swanton. The last two, Supreme Elite for Rebecca Schofield and the Noble Roman for Debbie Barrett. All 8 of them complete, and a great finish by the two that fought out the finish right the way up the home straight.
First, number 2, Art Broker. Second, number 4. Third, number 6. And the fourth, third, number 3. And the 4th horse, number 6. The full result of the Warwickshire and Northamptonshire Air Ambulance and Union of Country Sports Workers charity race. To throw down a challenge for Isabel Dartnell, and they remain clear of the others, with All the Fashion running on well for Thomas Williams. Art Broker back alongside Silver Steel, and Sambolando a furlong to travel, and 3 of them just about in line. Art Broker, Lucy Claxton, Purple Jacket the centre, the grey Sambolando, Isabel Dartnell, Silver Steel, Jessica Oliver on the far side, and once again, these two always been up there, producing a fantastic finish. Art Broker and Lucy Claxton narrowly in front from Silver Steel. A great finish. Lucy Claxton and Art Broker, I think, just won it from Silver Steel and Jessica Oliver. Sambolando, Isabel Dartnell over in 3rd. Cage Tiger ran on for Catherine Shirley in 4th. All the Fashion for Thomas Williams next. Jackarado across the line in 6th for